Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic review. Hey, thanks for being here. Since you already read the title of this video and you already saw the thumbnail, you already know you're watching a magic review, right? You're watching a magic review. I do magic reviews. I do deck reviews. I also do giveaways every single month. So just before we get into it, just before you forget, make sure you click like and subscribe. Help a brother out. And you'll be alerted when your favorite review or your favorite giveaway goes live. Today, we're gonna look at WoW Money from Lloyd Barnes, Katsuya Masuda, and Ellusionist.com. And really, if you don't know what the WoW gimmick is, I've done reviews for it in the past. I've done, actually long time past, like long time ago, like days of yore, I've done reviews for the WoW gimmick. But the WoW gimmick doesn't really change that much. I don't want to give away what it is, but it's typically a little black sleeve, right? It's a little black plastic sleeve. I've seen it done as a name tag that you wear around your neck. I've seen it done as like just, you know, a magic envelope that you carry around in your pocket. What Loyd Barnes has done is he's taken this idea and transitioned it over to money, away from cards. And we'll talk about why that's cool in a second, but I wanna tell you what you get. Like, you just saw that trailer and you're like, man, I wanna do all those cool things. You go down to Ellusionist.com, you click purchase, it comes to you in the mail. Your mailman hand delivers it to you like you are a king. And you open it up, what are you gonna find? It's a little cellophane envelope, and you're gonna get the gimmick. Whatever gimmick you buy, and we'll talk about that also, is gonna come in the lowest bill denominator for your country. You're also gonna get a magic stream URL, and that's everything you need. Is it what I thought? Yeah, like I said, the WoW gimmick has been around for a while. I knew what to expect. I knew pretty much right away how to even do the effect before I even watched the trailer, because yeah, it's a WoW gimmick. It's a WoW gimmick. So if you're already familiar with WoW gimmick and you've done it before in the past, you're gonna easy breezy right into it. How are the angles? The angles are fantastic. There's nothing to see. What you see in the trailer is really how it works. There's no special effects there. They didn't speed up the camera or anything. Like, that's what the WoW gimmick looks like. But as brilliant as it looks, can it be inspected? I wouldn't hand it out. Like, you could tell me in the comment section below if you've freely handed out your WoW gimmick in the past to people. I wouldn't. I think there's too many telltale signs that it's kind of fishy. I think people might want to grab for it, so I wouldn't hand it out. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the video? Like I said, this is a Magic Stream video. It's done on their Magic Stream system. Lloyd Barnes is talking to a mounted camera. Sometimes when he's actually talking to it, it looks like he's standing on a ladder in his living room with a fisheye lens. So it's a really interesting camera angle, but it's cool. It makes you want to watch it. They do some close-ups also as well. It's all shot in HD. It looks great. As far as what they're going to teach you, you're going to get everything broken up into little segmented videos. So you're going to get an intro, then you're going to get the history. The history video is the longest one. It's about 10 minutes long. Then they're going to talk about how the gimmick works. That's about 6 minutes. Then they're going to talk about all the different ideas that you saw from the trailer. That's a 5-minute video. So you're going to learn the melting the bill through the gimmick, and then you see it again where they melt the stir straw through the gimmick. That one is my favorite. It looks absolutely amazing. That would be the wow trick I would do the most. Then they're going to cover Angle Z, which is a Daniel Madison effect, but I mean, you can do it brilliantly with the wow money gimmick as well. He'll go over some closing and parting thoughts, and that's the end. And what's actually interesting in the video is Loyd Barnes uses some convincers to make the wow money gimmick look like a slimline wallet. So, obviously he's got a bill in there, but then he also has like a business card and a credit card. And the credit card that he's using is the gimmicked credit card from the Peter Turner How to Do Mentalism kit. Interesting. Is it well made? It is well made. It's made like the wow gimmick, okay? It's made like a wow gimmick. And like I said, it's gonna come in the lowest denominator for your country. So you're gonna get a 5 in the UK, a 5 in Canada, a 10 in Euro, and a 1 in the USA. All right, so pocket space. How much pocket space does this take up? It's really just the gimmick, right? There's nothing else. It's totally just the gimmick. There's no extra added things you have to carry in your person. It's about the same size as a playing card, but a little larger. I mean, if you really wanted to see, kind of guess how big it was, just take a bill from your country and fold it in half, and it's about a little wider than that. How much practice does it require? Practically zero. If you watched the Ellusionist trailer, Lloyd Barnes tells you right away that you'll be able to do this immediately. You bust it out of the box. As soon as you figure out how the trick is done, you'll be able to do it with no practice. I mean, you could play with it in the mirror just to fool yourself and show yourself how cool it looks. I would make sure that you're doing some sort of movement, even or just a little bit of a cover, just so that it doesn't happen immediately visually right in front of them. Just do a little bit of misdirection, but I think other than that, it's super easy. How much setup and reset is there? There's practically none. As easy as it is to do the trick, it's just as easy to undo it, if that makes sense. Positives. All right, so what are the positives? I think Lloyd Barnes says it best, is that this trick becomes more organic using money than it previously did with cards. Because to take a card and put it in a sleeve that no one's ever seen before, people have seen cards before, but they've never seen a wow gimmick before. So now they're like, ooh, what is that? Because for them, it doesn't make sense. Magicians do a lot of things that don't make any sense, right? We do. We show you a card, and then we turn it over, and then we hand it to you. Instead of handing it to you face up, we hand it to you face down, right? There's lots of things we do. We have a card selected, and then we put it in an envelope, and then we bring it back out. It's weird, right? It's weird. So to pull a card out of a black plastic sleeve, it's kind of an odd thing. But for your spectator to see something come out of your pocket that you say is your slimline wallet, and to pull money out of a container, that's not weird. We all store money in something, right? Most of the time. So it's not weird to see it in this regard. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? I'm always going to tell you the good and the bad, the things I liked and the things I didn't, or maybe even the things I thought could be improved or better in my videos. I want you to have both sides of the argument. I'm going to present honest and factual reviews every single time, and you can count on that when you come to this channel. I want you to spend your money wisely. I didn't love the fact that I couldn't download it. I love downloading all my instructional videos. I keep everything in folders and subfolders on my computer. And so to have it out there on Magic Stream, where I have to rely on internet, and fast internet to watch. Granted, once you watch it, you don't really need to watch it again because all the ideas are already buzzing in your head. And it's kind of just meant as a little push to get you going. I understand that, but Personally for me, I just like owning all my videos on my hard drive. That's it. All right, so is it worth your money? It is $45, 45 bucks. So it is a little high, I feel, for like what you get, because it does seem very underwhelming when you get the package. Like it doesn't even come in a box, and it's just a little cello and the little sleeve and the little envelope. And you're like, okay. But that to say, I have no idea what goes in to the manufacturing of this, because there are moving parts to this, and it is tailor-made. Sometimes you get these really cool decks, and you're like, wow, and maybe they're $30. But a deck of cards, a lot of times it's just pre-made, and the magician just does a couple of modifications to it and then puts it back in a box. Whereas something like this has to be completely made from scratch, because this does not exist in the real world. So when you make things completely custom, I think more goes into it, so you can expect the price on your end to be a little higher. Who would like this? I think people who do money magic right now, obviously, especially if you do coin magic and you haven't really transitioned over to bill magic, this would be an easy bill magic trick to add to your coin magic routines. Anybody who does street magic, because this street magic got written all over it, because it's going to work in sunlight, it's going to work at night, it's going to work in all kinds of settings, and you don't have to carry a lot. It takes up very little pocket space, and it's beautiful, right? Anybody who does walk around, just because of the slimness of it, right? It's very compact. It's very packs flat, plays big. Fans of Lloyd Barnes, fans of Ellusionist, yeah. All right, so that's everything I can say about Wow Money from Loyd Barnes. You can get yours at Ellusionist.com. I want to thank Ellusionist for sending this to me so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it, like I said, head on down to Ellusionist.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.